Most people spend their entire lives waiting for the right moment, waiting for permission, waiting for a sign from the universe that says, now it is your turn. And while they wait, life moves on without them. But what if I told you that everything you have been chasing, the success, the peace, the love, the freedom, is not somewhere ahead of you? What if it has been standing right beside you in this very moment, and you simply have not known how to reach it? You do not need luck. You do not need fate to align in some perfect cosmic arrangement. You do not need magic signals or coincidences falling from the sky. What you need, the only thing you have ever needed, is to understand how the minds of those who actually achieve their desires truly operate. Carl Jung, Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, Seneca, the greatest thinkers who ever walked this earth, did not approach their desires from a place of lack, desperation, or hollow wishing. They approached life with razor-sharp clarity, unshakable purpose, and a power that came from deep within themselves. And here is what makes this extraordinary. They left behind a trail so vivid, so precise, so deliberate, that if you apply what they knew to your life today, starting now, not tomorrow, not Monday, not when things feel ready, you can alter the trajectory of your existence permanently. If you feel that you are built for something greater, if there is a fire somewhere inside you that keeps insisting there is more depth, more meaning, more impact, but something invisible keeps pulling you back, dimming that flame, convincing you to wait just a little longer, then this message was made for you. At Carl Jung Philosophy, the mission is never simply to energize you for a few hours and then let you fall back into the same patterns. The mission is to awaken something in you that cannot go back to sleep. Because what you are about to discover in these 9 principles are not abstract philosophical concepts. They are real, living tools, reinforced by Carl Jung's groundbreaking work on the unconscious and the shadow, that have the power to transform how you live, how you choose, and how you become. Are you prepared to stop waiting and start constructing your own destiny with your own 2 hands? We are going to shatter the belief systems that have been quietly ruling your life. We are going to activate the hidden strength that has been lying dormant inside you. And we are going to teach you how to desire with intention, not desperation, not fear, but with the full force of a mind that knows exactly where it is going. Before we begin, go to the comment section right now and write this: "The time has come to draw everything I most desire toward myself. The transformation begins." This is not just a comment. This is a silent agreement you are making with yourself. A seal on a commitment. A declaration to your own subconscious that something has shifted. Let us begin. The first secret: stop wishing, start igniting. The great leaders of history, men and women who bent reality with their decisions, never sat around waiting for miracles to arrive at their door. Marcus Aurelius did not govern the most powerful empire in the ancient world by hoping things would improve. Carl Jung did not revolutionize our understanding of the human mind by waiting for inspiration to descend from above. They understood something that most people never grasp. If you genuinely desire something, you must provoke it. You must confront it. You must force the situation to move. Have you ever been trapped in that suffocating feeling? The promotion that never materializes, the relationship that never quite repairs itself, the enormous opportunity that seems to hover just around every corner, but never actually knocks on your door. And so you wait. You send quiet wishes out into the universe. You hope that life will eventually turn in your favor. But here is the unfiltered truth. Life does not respond to your petitions. Life responds to your actions. Every morning, Marcus Aurelius woke with a powerful question already burning in his mind. What is within my hands today? What can I actually change? That is the key. That is where it starts. I am not telling you that dreaming is wrong. Vision is essential. Desire is essential. But the distance between passive wishing and active, motion-driven desire is the distance between a life that happens to you and a life that you build. Wishing without movement is like staring at a plant and expecting it to grow simply because you want it to, without water, without sunlight, without tending the soil. No miracle makes that plant flourish. And sometimes the hardest truth is this: things do not happen through enchantment. They happen when you decide that your moment has arrived and you move. Imagine you want a transformation in your professional life. You are suffocating in your current situation. You want to build something of your own, something that excites you when you wake up in the morning. So what do? You think about it. You talk about it with friends. You visualize it late at night. But months pass, and you are still waiting for that perfect moment, the one that descends from the heavens and tells you now, this is your time. But that perfect moment never arrives. Do you know why? Because it does not exist. The perfect moment is not found, it is forged. Transformation begins when you make that difficult phone call you have been postponing for weeks, when you send that email, when you begin acquiring that new skill, when you redirect the energy you spend complaining into actual forward motion. That is where the real alchemy starts. When you stop talking about your aspirations and begin building them in silence, one brick at a time. Life is like the ocean. You can sit on the shore and wait for the waves to carry you to the island of your dreams, or you can build your own vessel, grip the oars, and sail out even knowing you might get drenched. There will be storms, but there will also be a shore waiting at the end of them. If you have been sitting in that waiting space, believing that something external needs to arrive before your life can truly begin, I am telling you with everything I have, the miracle you are waiting for is you. The driving force you need is already inside you. Every dream you have ever dared to carry begins and ends with you. If you do not move, nothing moves. This first secret is absolute. Do not wish, ignite. Do not wait, act. Because when you transform your energy, your mindset, and your daily behavior, Carl Jung was right. Your unconscious and the very fabric of the universe respond not with words, but with results. The second secret: desire with direction, not with anxiety. There is a vast difference between desiring something from a place of calm, focused determination and desiring it from a place of desperation. And today, so many people are suffering from the exact same invisible wound. They do not know what they truly want, but they want it immediately, and they want it urgently. We race through life carrying an endless inventory of cravings. We want success. We want love. We want freedom, recognition, financial ease, inner peace. But we never stop long enough to ask ourselves, which of these desires is genuinely rising from my core, from my soul? And which ones are born from anxiety, from comparison, from the fear of being left behind? Epictetus cut through the noise with the clarity of a blade. Desiring is not the problem. The problem is not knowing why you desire what you desire. Picture yourself behind the wheel of a powerful vehicle. The engine is roaring. You are pressing the accelerator to the floor, but there is no navigation system, no map. You have no idea where you are going. You are moving fast, yes, but in which direction? And worse, the harder you press that accelerator, the further you drive away from yourself. This is precisely what happens when we live with directionless desire. We leap from one objective to the next, from one enthusiasm to the next, but there is no thread of purpose running through any of it. Every desire collapses into anxiety. You tell yourself, "When I earn more money, I will finally be at peace." So you grind, you sacrifice, you take on stress that slowly dismantles you from the inside. And then, when the money arrives, there is still an emptiness sitting in the center of your chest. Why? Because what you were truly seeking was never the money itself. You were searching for security, for freedom, for a sense of self. But because you never clarified that at the start, you chased the wrong desire entirely. Jung said it plainly: whatever you search for outside yourself, without first looking honestly into the depths of your own soul, will only lead you deeper into illusion. Desire fewer things, but desire them with extraordinary quality. Do not fill yourself with objectives. Fill yourself with meaning. You do not need 1,000 different things to experience a meaningful life. You need clarity. Ask yourself today with complete honesty, is this what I actually want? Or has society, my family, or the carefully curated world of social media convinced me that I need this? Sometimes we believe that accumulating more is the only path forward. But real power lies in knowing what to leave out. Stop pursuing what does not fill you. Do not sacrifice your peace for hollow targets dressed up to look significant. You deserve not just impressive-sounding goals. You deserve a life that carries actual weight and meaning. Anxiety appears when you pursue things you have never truly examined. Stillness arrives when you walk in the direction of what genuinely matters. Never stop imagining something greater, but always ask, does this desire bring me closer to myself or pull me further away? When you clarify that answer, what you want will begin to arrive, because you are no longer reaching for it from emptiness. You are calling it in with the strength of genuine clarity. The third secret: let your discipline be stronger than your excuses. The ancient sages and the great minds of history shared one understanding that the modern world has largely forgotten in its obsession with speed and ease. They did not place their faith in luck. They placed their faith in preparation. And in this age of instant everything, instant results, instant gratification, instant transformation, we have lost sight of the one thing that actually constructs everything worth having: discipline. Discipline is the voice that lifts you out of bed when every cell in your body is voting to stay horizontal. It is the muscle group you cannot see in any mirror, but the one that holds the entire architecture of your life upright. There is something unmistakably powerful about people who move with quiet, consistent, daily intention. They are not the ones waiting for the perfect conditions, because they long ago understood that perfect conditions are never delivered. They are constructed. While the majority stands waiting for something to happen, the disciplined few go out and make it happen. And when you begin to move with genuine discipline, something remarkable occurs. Jung called it synchronicity, that chain of meaningful coincidences that begins to unfold when you are no longer begging the universe for a favor. The universe has no choice but to open its doors, because you are not asking for a miracle. You are creating the conditions that make miracles inevitable. Drop 444. I am prepared, and the universe has no choice but to meet me. Write it in the comments right now. Think about this. You decide to wake at 5:30 in the morning to train, to study, to build. The alarm fires and your mind immediately begins its familiar performance. 5 more minutes. I'm exhausted today. I'll start fresh on Monday. That right there, that is where the real battle is fought. Not against the alarm, against the inner voice that wants to keep you comfortable, stagnant, and small. Your shadow, as Jung would call it. And if you surrender that fight every single day, no matter how elaborately you visualize, no matter how many affirmations you recite, you will never manufacture the life that is waiting for you. But the day you decide that your word to yourself is worth more than any excuse you can manufacture, that is the day your life begins to genuinely shift. Seneca wrote, "Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity." If you are prepared, you do not need luck. And being prepared is not a feeling. It is a daily decision. Every day you choose yourself, you are training the universe to choose you in return. On the days when motivation has abandoned you, and it will, remember that motivation rises and falls like a tide. But discipline carries you across oceans. Do not wait to feel ready before you begin. Begin, And one day you will look up and realize you have become unstoppable. Make this promise to yourself: my discipline will be stronger than my excuses. My actions will speak louder than my intentions. And the universe will have no choice but to respond, because I have proven how serious I am about this path. The fourth secret: hold the vision, but keep your feet on the ground. Dreaming is one of the most human things we do. Imagining a different future, a freer existence, a life that feels genuinely aligned with who we are. That is not weakness. That is the beginning of everything. The problem only arises when you become marooned inside those dreams, drifting through fantasies, imprisoned by a version of the future that you never take a single concrete step toward. Both the Stoics and Carl Jung were fundamentally realistic. Jung believed deeply in active imagination, yes, but he saw it as an instrument for preparing for reality, not for escaping it. There is a critical distinction there, and it changes everything. Imagine you are holding a seed. You admire it. You speak to it. You envision the enormous tree it will one day become, but you never place it in the ground. What happens? Nothing. An unplanted seed is merely an idea. The same law applies to your aspirations. Visualization matters because it gives you direction. It shows you where you are heading. But if your feet do not begin to move, if you do not make the difficult decisions, if you do not do the uncomfortable work, that vision curdles into disappointment. Say you want to build something, a business, a creative project, a new chapter of your life. You see it clearly in your mind. You can feel the freedom, the impact, the momentum. But days go by and you do not begin. You keep absorbing more content, more courses, more inspiration. But you do not make a single phone call. You do not design a single element. You do not speak to a single person who could help you move. The wisdom here is direct. Abandon the dreams that have no legs. Begin building with intention. Yes, hold the vision, but also ask yourself every single day, what is one thing I can do today, however small, that moves me closer to this? Because if you do not bring your dreams down to earth, they dissolve into vapor. Having your feet on the ground does not mean you cannot fly. It means you know exactly where you are taking off from, and that knowledge makes you stronger, not smaller. Epictetus reminds us, it is not what happens to you that defines you, it is how you respond to what happens. The point is not to wait for events to arrange themselves conveniently. The point is to be so thoroughly prepared that when the opportunity arrives, you are already standing in the right place with the right foundation beneath you. If you carry a deep and genuine desire, do not leave it hanging in your mind like a beautiful poster on a wall. Do not wait for every condition to be perfect before you take the first step. Dreaming without acting is drawing a detailed map and then sitting down and never moving. But when you dream and then act, you send a message to the universe. I am ready. I am here. I am serious. And that is when things begin to flow in extraordinary ways. The fifth secret: release the outcome. Hold tightly to the effort. There is a truth that is difficult to accept, but once you genuinely accept it, it liberates you in a way that nothing else can. You cannot always control what happens, but you always have sovereignty over what you do in response. This is information worth its weight in gold, because the real journey begins precisely here. Stop tying your sense of well-being to things that are beyond your reach. Anchor your peace to your effort, your attitude, your commitment, not to outcomes that depend on forces outside yourself. Do you know why so many of us live in a state of constant anxiety? Because we approach everything we do with the condition attached. This must turn out exactly the way I want it to, or I have failed. And when reality does not cooperate, as it frequently does not, we collapse. We quit. We throw in the towel. But when you begin to understand that the outcome does not belong entirely to you, that so much exists within what Jung described as the collective unconscious, within the larger flow of forces you cannot fully direct, you stop living in terror of failure. And in that moment, real power emerges. Rite 528. I release what I cannot control, and I am made stronger by the process. Drop it in the comments. When you perform at your highest level without waiting for applause, when you give your best without needing the result to validate you, you become free in a way that most people never experience. Consider this. You prepare thoroughly for an important interview. You study. You rehearse. Show up on time with your mind clear and your presence intentional. You connect genuinely. You give everything. And then they do not select you. What do? Do you crumble? Do you conclude that you are not enough? According to this philosophy, the answer you speak to yourself should be, I do not measure myself by outcomes. I measure myself by the quality of my commitment and the integrity of my effort. If you gave your absolute best, if you were courageous, if you moved with dignity, then even when they say no, you have already won something they cannot take from you. So often we become so fixated on the destination that we stop experiencing the journey. We want the extraordinary body, the ideal relationship, the thriving project, but we fail to recognize the value of the small victories embedded in the process itself. Epictetus said, "Do not demand that events happen the way you want them to. Desire instead that events happen as they happen. That is how you find peace." This means something powerful. Stop fighting reality. Flow with what is, but flow without surrendering your commitment, your vision, or the work that is building something real. Sometimes you will give everything you have, and things will still not unfold the way you anticipated. And that is acceptable, because your worth is not calculated by outcomes. Your worth is measured by your capacity to continue, by your refusal to quit, by the dignity you maintain even when no one is watching and no one is applauding. The sixth secret: convert pain into power. There is a point in every life where the pain becomes greater than you ever expected it to be. A love that dissolves, a dream that collapses, a betrayal, a loss. The sharp sting of a no when everything inside you was braced for a yes. And in that moment, the most powerful instinct in the world is to stop, to close your eyes, to find somewhere to hide from all of it. But that is precisely the moment, in the center of your deepest wound, where Carl Jung's shadow work and the ancient sage's most enduring teaching activates. The obstacle in the path becomes the path. The thing blocking the road transforms into the road itself. Do you know why so many people become imprisoned within their grief? Because they have been taught to interpret suffering as evidence of failure. But feeling pain is not failure. Feeling pain is proof that you are alive, that you dared to want something, that you were brave enough to reach for something real. Failure only occurs when you permit the pain to paralyze you permanently. This philosophy does not deny pain. It embraces pain as raw material for transformation. It knows that every fall can be used as a step upward, and that when you convert your suffering into fuel, you become a force that cannot be stopped. Comment 777. I am not broken by what I have lost. I am being built by what I survived. Write it below right now. Picture this. You had a relationship that felt like home, someone you were certain was meant to be part of your story. You made plans. You allowed yourself to imagine years ahead. And then, without warning, everything shattered. You were left behind. And every breath carries a small ache that follows you wherever you go. You keep asking, what did I do wrong? Here is where the real teaching arrives. Do not stay there. Do not allow yourself to become defined by what you have lost. Convert that hollow space into territory for growth. Start moving your body. Learn something your former self never dared to try. Pour your attention back into yourself, not out of pride, but out of genuine self-respect. Use that pain as the raw ignition point for becoming the most powerful version of who you are capable of being. Every disappointment shows you more clearly who you no longer want to be. Every setback reveals what still remains to be developed. Every loss reminds you that you deserve more, not less. Pain, when it is properly channeled, becomes a compass. It points you directly at what actually matters, and it propels you toward what you have genuinely earned. I know the ache is real. I know what it is to wake with a weight pressing on your chest that you cannot name. But I also know this without any doubt. Inside every pain is a seed of extraordinary strength. You do not need all the answers right now. You only need to rise. Slowly, if that is all you can manage. Through the tears, if that is what it takes. Rise. Make that wound the engine. Let every no you have ever been handed become the fuel for the greatest yes you have ever said to yourself. The wise do not weep indefinitely over what has been taken. They absorb the pain, convert it into momentum, and keep walking, because they understand that the obstacle is not the ending. It is the beginning. The seventh secret: surround yourself with stillness, not with noise. We live in a world that has never been louder. Notifications cascade endlessly. Ideas pour in from every direction. Demands arrive before we have finished processing the last ones. And in the middle of all this relentless noise, how are you supposed to hear what your soul is actually asking for? The ancients understood something we have largely forgotten. Silence is not an absence. It is a presence. And when the mind truly settles, the soul begins to speak. But to reach that space, you must learn to protect your peace as though it were sacred, because it is. A free person does not squander their energy in complaint. A wise person reserves their judgments for the moments that genuinely require them. This does not mean becoming cold or unreachable. It means learning to observe before you react, to feel before you speak, to make your decisions from a place of stillness rather than urgency. Consider a moment when you are standing at a significant crossroads, changing direction professionally, ending or beginning a relationship, starting something entirely new. But you are filled with anxiety. Your mind is fractured in 10 different directions, and everyone around you is offering a different prescription. Your mind feels like a room where 100 people are screaming simultaneously. Is that genuinely how you want to make a decision that shapes your life? A wiser approach looks different. Find a quiet place. Take a slow breath all the way down. And then ask, what do I truly want? What is right, even when it is difficult? What genuinely gives me peace, not just right now, but in the long run? Noise does not only live outside you. Often the most damaging noise is the storm inside. The guilt, the self-doubt, the relentless internal comparison. Seneca wrote, "No wind helps the ship that has no idea which harbor it is sailing toward." And if your mind is saturated with the voices of everyone else, you will never hear your own. This is why moments of genuine pause are not a luxury. They are a lifeline. Even 5 minutes a day, without a screen, without an obligation, without an agenda. Just you, your breath, and the truth. Clarity lives in that space. In that stillness, your real desires and the noise of your ego separate from each other for the first time. You begin to hear the difference. I am not suggesting you retreat from the world. I am saying